Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I just wanted to share with you a little bit today. I don't really talk about this too much because I feel like everybody kind of does, and you've probably heard it enough. But I'm going to do it anyway, just because I've run into it a little bit recently. And that's kind of program hopping. Whether it's talking about your meal plan, your diet plan, or your workout plan. And running something for like a month, and when you don't get the results you expected, you switch to the next thing, and you kind of repeat that process over and over again, whether it's with your diet and what you're eating, or whether it's your workout routine. And the problem with that is you don't allow time for consistency. Now, the only time I would say that is a good idea is when you've chosen a garbage program to begin with. You know what I mean? If your workout plan consists of Bosu ball, isolated lunges, or something crazy, I don't know, like just making something up, just crazy, stuff that is not nearly as efficient as the basic stuff you should be focusing on. In that situation, like if you've picked a bad program, of course, that'd be a good time to switch. But if you've picked a quality program, and there are a ton of quality programs out there, both for workouts and nutrition, give it time. A month is not enough time for you to really know how well something's going to work. Sometimes, if you've done, and even what you've done in the past isn't always the best kind of measure of progress, because maybe the first thing you ever did with your fitness, you got a lot stronger and you lost a bunch of weight. That doesn't mean that just because what you try now doesn't work as well. Like when you first start out, anything's going to work, and you're going to see quick results because you're going from nothing to something. So now you're going from something to another something, and if that's the case, I mean, the results are in almost every situation going to be slower. So what I would recommend is, first of all, choose a quality. It's a whole different topic on what one of these would be, but first of all, choose a quality workout program, and just the synopsis would be, depending on your goals, obviously, but definitely, regardless of your goals, includes, the big, heavy compound lifts like the squat, the deadlift, the bench, the overhead press. Of course, the only way you wouldn't factor that in is if there's some kind of serious injury that you shouldn't do that. But outside of that, those should be part of every person's workout routine. If you're trying to lose body fat, of course, adding some, cardio, primarily high intensity interval training into that. Again, these are all subjects that we can discuss more if you want to shoot me a message or comment. But I would recommend finding a quality workout program and finding a quality nutrition program, and that being based on calories primarily, and then macronutrients, the big three macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fat after that, because that's where you're going to see the most results. Especially if you're trying to lose body fat, you definitely want to be in a calorie deficit consistently. If you're trying to gain it, you want to be not gain body fat, but gain size, usually in the case of it being muscle. If you're trying to gain that, then you want to always be in a calorie surplus, definitely having enough protein, things like that. Once you choose the quality plans, I would say stick with them for at least 2 months before you move on, usually even longer than that, because you want to really get a feel for what it's going to do. And a lot of times a month is just not enough, especially when that month, half of that first month is usually just figuring it out, tweaking it here and there, figuring out what's going to work for you, what's not, and really getting the version of that program that's going to work for you. Typically people will spend, they'll say, I'm going to do this program, and then for the first 2-3 weeks, they're still really trying to figure it out. And then by week 4, they're just like, all right, this isn't working, I'm going to try something else. Don't do that. Give yourself that first month, really. Just call that like your trial period, with a trial period of your warm-up period, rather, where you're just trying to get a hold of it and figure out how it works. You do that with a job. You don't go in a job and just start crushing it, you know what I mean? When you've never done anything like that before, you go in and you learn it. And then you kind of ramp up. Do the same. Treat your workout plan, your nutrition plan the same way, and give yourself time to get good at that and see the results that you reap.